Total Money now with Cyber Monday on the way. Shopping online is really so easy. Paying for purchases while not becoming the victim of cybercrime, however, is not so easy. Digital deals will be opening the door for more risks as criminals up their game to snatch a little glee from your gift-giving season. Here to help us get the shopping done without spending our way into debt is John Paradise from Town & Country Federal Credit Union. John, thanks so much for coming in today.
Megan.
So what do we watch out for?
Well, I think the first thing is you need to make sure you're using trusted websites. I mean, a lot of websites, most of them credible, but some not credible, are going to have ads, sponsored ads, and you're Googling for a particular item, they're going to pop up in various orders because, you know, unfortunately, security companies like Google and others can't always filter out the bad actors, so to speak. So make sure you're using a trusted website that you've used before. Make sure it has HTTPS in front of it. That's the security designation that you know you're using a site that isn't going to take your identity and your account information and things like that. So that's first off. You know, I think the next thing, update your software, make sure it's all current, make sure you've got the latest fraud alerts on your accounts, make sure you check your accounts. You know, best practices from a security standpoint, it's always good to revisit those. Don't give out passwords, don't give out social security numbers, even on, you know, websites that you think are trusted. Never give out, you know, things like that. Don't use public Wi-Fi. You know, if you're shopping and you're going around, you say, "Oh, I see this deal's just popped up." Don't use public Wi-Fi because that's a really easy way for people to take your account information. And once it's gone, it's, you know, it's in cyberspace, but you know, it could be you know, having not great things happen to it.
So we're talking about trying to stay, you know, out of debt here. If you're shopping, you know, sometimes it's easy if you have a credit card to kind of go a little crazy, but you don't necessarily want to use your debit card online either.
No.
So how do you balance?
Well, you know, set a budget. That's first and foremost, and figure out what you're going to spend. And I think have one credit card that you're using for all purchases that you've designated for Cyber Monday. I think the reason, you know, debit card isn't as necessarily a great idea for things like Cyber Monday is, again, your information is getting out there. There's a lot of activity happening online, not just on Cyber Monday, but throughout the holiday season. And it's not as safe, and it's harder to dispute debit card transactions when it's online than it is credit card transactions. It's zero liability with credit card transactions when it comes to, you know, somebody stealing your account information. It's not as easy, not impossible, but it's not as easy when it comes to debit cards.
All right, good tips. John, thank you so much for
Happy
coming
shopping.
in. Yes, oh, it's always happy for me. Thank you, we appreciate it.